Holly. What time is it now?
Just 10 minutes later than when you asked before.
Do you think he'll get here in time?
He'll be here any minute now. Take it easy, John. Do you really have to tell him tonight?
Yes, tonight. I feel that it may be my last.
No, no, no. You know you're going to get better.
Holly, what's become of your passion for cold scientific facts? There he is now. Hurry.
I believe my uncle's expecting me. I'm Leo Vinci.
Yes, I can see that. Hi, Vincent. Come along in.
Thanks.
My name's Holly. Horace Holly.
Glad to know you. Confound your English fog. Our ship was a whole day late.
Well, thank heavens you're here in time.
Time? What's all the rush? Your cable said, catch first boat, greatest adventure in the world. What's all the mystery?
You'll hear all about that from your uncle. There's one thing my cable didn't say. John Vinci's dying.
Good Lord. What of?
Radium poisoning.
I haven't seen the old man since I was a kid. He never quite got over our side of the family going American. Why'd he send for me?
There's no time to explain that now. Every minute counts. Come along in.
I'm sorry, sir. I couldn't get here any sooner.
Never mind that, my boy. There's no time for explanations now. Come closer. Holly, did you ever see such a striking resemblance?
Extraordinary. I'd already noticed it.
Look at that portrait. Holly, turn on that light.
Does resemble me at that. Or should I say that I resemble him?
That is your ancestor of a dozen generations ago.
Really?
John Vinci in the 15th century.
Well, I must say we Vinces have a way of looking like each other.
I have no time for explanations now, my boy. I'm a man of science. I'm not superstitious. If I were, I might imagine that your resemblance to a man dead nearly 500 years is fate's way of showing me that you will find again what he discovered.
What is that, sir?
The means of overcoming man's enemy.
Man's enemy?
My enemy, your enemy. The enemy of all living things.
Careful, John.
That is what I mean, Leo. That is the swinging march of man's enemy. Time, bringing death. Invisible, relentless death.
I guess nobody can stop that.
Who knows? A lot of men have believed that they could. Ponce de Leon, who searched for the fountain of youth. Or those 15th century alchemists who tried to discover the elixir of life.
But what connection is all this with me? Or John Vinci over there on the wall?
That's what your uncle's going to tell you.
Holly, get me the box. Listen to me carefully, Leo. I haven't time left to tell you more than once.
Uncle John, I don't think you should exert yourself.
Please, please. What I'm going to tell you is a secret handed down in our family from father to son. The first John Vinci there did not go on his last great adventure alone. His wife left their son in England to go with him. For 5 years, they vanished from the world. Then one night in a town in northern Poland, a woman, ill, starving, dying, collapsed at the door of an English merchant. He took her in and heard her ravings of hardship and fantastic terror. That woman was John Vinci's widow. Before she died, she became more coherent, begged for someone to write a letter to her family in England. Here's the letter, dictated by that dying woman almost 5 centuries ago.
Yes, it is something of a puzzle.
Doesn't she tell what happened to John Vinci?
Yeah. So he was killed because he refused to abandon me.
Does it give any idea where they went to?
Not much. Mentions the land of Muscovy.
Russia, eh?
Or Siberia, or Kamchatka, all known as Muscovy in the 15th century.
The place where he was killed was far, far north. She escaped with their English servant. They fell in with some natives who guided them back across a glacier, over what she calls the Schuylkill Barrier. There, death struck again. Holly, read it.
Then a great beast sprang on our guides and killed them all. My servant Giles killed the beast, but died of his grievous wounds. So I was left alone.
But what about the discovery you spoke of? What'd they find?
Read on.
In this strange land we saw the flame, and he who stands therein comes forth unharmed to triumph over death.
But John Vinci died there. Why, if he found this flame?
Because he was murdered.
But you are scientists. Do you really take all this seriously?
Seriously? Come, my boy. I'll show you how seriously. Come into the laboratory where Holly and I have done our life work. In the beginning, I was as skeptical as you. Then Holly and I, years ago, in this very room, began our efforts to reproduce John Vinci's life-prolonging flame. We failed. But our researches in radioactivity carried us far enough to make us believe that such an element really exists.
An element to preserve life?
Yes.
17 years in this room. There's one other thing we ought to show him, John.
Yeah. Can you make out the inscription?
It means, here burns the flame of life.
That is the sole possession Vinci's wife had left. She sent it to the son she never saw again.
It's all so mysterious, it doesn't make sense. This thing's gold, not an unknown element.
To be sure it's gold. It's only the symbol of the flame of life, John Vinci found.
Don't you understand?
I'm afraid I don't. Flame destroys life.
1,000 volts of electricity will destroy life. But increase the frequency and you may safely take 1,000,000 volts through your body. The radiation from this unknown element, this flame of life, may be 1,000,000 degrees hotter than any fire we know. Or it may be as cold as ice.
That's too much. A cold flame?
Did you ever hear of a man being burned by X-rays or radium?
Mm-hmm.
Did he feel himself being burned? No. No more than I did myself.
This flame of life, Vinci, is pure radiation. The most intense and flame-like radiation in the whole universe.
Radiation from what?
From the unknown element.
Do you really believe such a thing exists?
We no longer believe, we know it exists. Our experiments prove that.
That's right. They also prove something else. This element cannot be artificially produced.
Only nature, only God can produce it.
But where?
In a glacial region of volcanic character.
That's largely guesswork, isn't it?
No. Not if the family legend is true. And I believe that it is. I believe that John Vinci found that flame. And that it still burns somewhere, remote and mysterious, offering eternal life. That's why I've sent for you. You're a Vinci, the last of us. Holly can't do it alone, but he'll go with you. John Vinci was an explorer. It's in your blood, too. The love of adventure. Don't look upon this as a deathbed wish. If you should try, if you succeed, I shan't be here. But I hope that somehow I shall know, and somehow share in your triumph when you say, here burns the flame of life.
Uncle John.
John. John! Has some tea.
I'll take mine with a big reindeer steak.
Yagana! Fine old northern hospitality. Nothing in the world like it, they tell me.
Northern hospitality, eh?
Come here, Kaishu.
Saya dah jatuh, Magaluk.
Well, I'm blown. I thought you were some of those infernal wandering chantos. Can't take any chances with them.
Don't we know it? Stayed with a tribe of them last week.
Planning to stay here tonight, I take it.
We hope so.
Come 20 miles today.
Come here. Come here. Sit down, both of you. There's a big stew on the stove just about ready. Plenty to go around.
Yeah, I'm glad of that.
Hey, how about supper? Do we eat or don't we? Yeah? Oh, that's my daughter, Tanya. Sit down.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now then, gents, do I understand you want to do business with me?
We heard you had the post furthest up country. We thought you might be able to help us get some natives to go on.
Where do you want to go?
Did you ever hear of the Shugal barrier?
Oh, yes, I've heard natives talk of it.
There at last. We're on our way.
On your way where?
Over the Shugal.
Oh, you're crazy.
Why?
You'll never get a native to guide you there.
We'll pay 'em well.
That ain't the point. They're afraid to go, I tell you.
Why?
Because no one who got over ever came back, so far as I know.
Why didn't he come back? What lies beyond the Shugal?
More of the same, I suppose. Of course, the natives have tales about it.
Well, what did they say?
I never paid much attention to their foolishness.
I can tell you.
You can? What is it?
The natives say that beyond the Shugal there are terrible dangers. They say...
Bah! Yes, go on.
Why, it's just a sort of legend.
What is the legend?
A long time ago, they believe, a woman came out of the country that lies far beyond the Shugal.
What sort of woman?
A white woman. She told them that she had escaped from a strange place.
Strange?
And if a man finds the way there, he will never die.
The catch in that is he dies before he gets there. Hold your trap, Tanya. You gab too much.
Wait. Is there anything in the story about fire? A flame? Anything you can connect with this?
No, I don't think so.
What's that? Gold, ain't it?
Yes.
It is gold. I see. Well, now you begin to make sense. So that's what lies beyond the Shugal.
No, you don't understand. Gold isn't what we're interested in.
Ah. Suppose I could get a few natives to go on. How much could you pay them?
Anything they asked?
Well, that's liberal enough. Money no object, eh? Lads, no one can say old Dugmore ever let a white man down. I'll get natives to go. I'll run the outfit myself, and you needn't pay me a penny. How's that for an offer?
What? Well, what about those dangers you talked about?
I'll be frank with you, gents. I figure it's worth some risk to be a partner in what you're after.
My dear sir, that's absurd. You can't be a partner in what we're looking for.
I said a partner. You try to keep me out of this. I'll fix it so that no native in these parts will come within 1,000 miles of you. Take it or leave it. Tanya, here.
I tell you again, Dugmore, you're crazy. You can't take a girl up there.
Oh, stop rowing about it. I'm sick of hearing it.
Well, we don't know what we're getting into.
Well, what's your idea, then? To leave her here alone, with no one around for 400 miles except a lot of wandering shantos? Would you like to get even with me? Anyhow, we want somebody to cook.
My dear, has anybody taken the trouble to ask you what you want to do?
I want to go.
There, you see? She wouldn't leave her poor old pa.
If there weren't a place to leave her, I wouldn't let her come along. Think you'll be all right?
I'm all right.
Come along, let's go.
Shoot!
Kuluchi!
Look. That may lead to a way over the Shugo barrier. What do you think?
Well, let's hope so. We've followed that cliff for a week without finding a way through it. Anyhow, it'll be a shelter from the wind. And the dogs can't go on without a rest. Hurry up with that food, Tanya.
It'll be ready as soon as I get it thawed out.
I wouldn't mind being thawed out myself.
Leo, this is no place to camp.
Dugmore says the dogs need a rest.
I don't like it. Sitting down here under this wall of ice, it's dangerous.
What's the matter with you now? What's dangerous?
There you are.
Oh, what of it? You've heard that several times lately.
In this narrow place, any noise might start vibrations which might cause an avalanche. Merely shouting might do it.
Ah, pipe down. Who's lived in the North for 20 years, me or you? Lecture yourself out of that, Professor. You, hurry up with that grub.
I still don't like it.
Smells good.
Tastes good, too. Snow rabbits.
Are the ones I shot? Well, I'll fix that.
You don't have to help me.
But I want to.
You think having me along is a nuisance.
Oh, we couldn't get along without you.
I wish you really meant that.
I do, honest.
Because I can cook?
Well, not only that, but there's another reason. Your father. If it weren't for you, I couldn't get along with him for a minute. But with you here, I find him at least bearable.
I know.
That isn't very nice of me, is it?
I can't blame you, but
I understand. He's your father.
you see, I was brought up by the Russian sisters at Urupchi. The convent broke up about a year ago, and then he came and took me to the trading post. He said he was my father.
Well, I begin to understand.
Oh, it's all right, really.
But it isn't all right. When we get back from this trip, I'll teach him how a girl like you ought to be treated. If I had a daughter like you, don't you think I'd love her and show her that I do?
Would you?
Well, of course I would. I don't see how you can help loving her. Why, you're...
Vinci! Vinci, Holly! Holly!
What's up?
The natives have just come down from the glacier, shrieking something about a white man. Let's go up and see what it's about. They'll show us the way. Mengolanda. Come on.
Unless I'm balmy, it's a saber-toothed tiger. Think of it, man.
Well, that's a new one on me.
Saber-toothed tiger. They've been extinct for thousands of years, haven't they?
In all known parts of the world, yes, but here, they must have been preserved in that ice for 400 or 500 years. They must have camped in this glacier. Look how that man's dressed.
Holly, the servant. The faithful servant who was with John Vince's wife. What did the parchment say, remember?
By Jove, Leo, you're right. He killed the great beast, but died of the wounds it gave him. And she escaped alone. Remember?
Holly, we found our way, the way to the flame.
Look. That stiff's got a chain round his neck. And there's a ripped canvas bag. It's gold. This ice ain't so thick, and with this axe...
Don't be a fool. You heard what Holly said about any vibration causing an avalanche.
Oh, the professor says a lot of things. Come on. Let's get out of here. You fool!
There's no hope for the others. You know that.
I know.
No sledges, no food, and no way back.
And no way forward. Holly, look. This was covered by the glacier.
It may lead through the barrier.
Tanya?
All right.
At least this is a shelter from the wind.
Interesting formation. Pity there isn't more light.
Oh, I'm tired.
Poor kid. You've had a tough time of it.
Leo! Leo, Tanya! Come quick! Look! There's our way.
Our way? Where?
What are you talking about?
Don't you understand? They're fumaroles. Volcanic formation. 1 hour ago, ice. Glacial ice. And now, volcanic heat.
I get it. What Uncle John talked about.
We could never get through.
Of course we can. Listen, Tanya. When I wanted to leave you at the trading post, what did you say?
Why, I said I wanted to go.
All right, come on.
Sulfur, of course. Phosphorus, too. That accounts for the glow. Oh, that's the last of them.
Can't we rest a bit?
Look, there's more light.
Yes, and another opening. Just a minute, Leo. Give them a chance to show if they're friendly.
Try your lingo, Tanya.
Tataladay. Magungad ladek.
We greet you, my friend.
Nagoda.
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 Thank you. Nagoda. Say it to him, Leo.
What does it mean?
Good day, or how are you, or greetings, or something of the kind. Don't judge them by their looks. They most probably are very friendly people. Show your confidence in them.
You know what it means, Tanya?
No.
Kastana vaix de saga. Kastana.
It's all right. We're coming.
Wonderful.
Well, they seem awfully pleased to see us, don't they?
Thank you. Thank you. Nagoda.
Nagoda.
You see? I was right. They're just kind, hospitable, simple people.
I'm not sure they're so simple.
Theo, do you realize what we're eating?
Some sort of melon.
It's a tree melon, something like papaya.
What of it?
What of it? Tropical fruit here in the Arctic. It means there's some sort of fertile country, somewhere beyond these caves. It may be what we're looking for.
This doesn't look so good to me.
Nonsense. In fact, it's a ceremony of welcome.
Steady, Tanya, steady. What's up now?
As I told you, a ceremony of welcome.
I don't like this.
Oh, nonsense. It's most interesting.
Come with me.
You all right, Leo?
Daga! Nagoda?
Mudia.
Dugal Zak Kastapaku. Pansake Hashamote. Garufa Malga. Akpaju Sadokor. Paspaju, Zito.
Satakor.
I thought...
Steady, Leo.
Leo, you are hurt.
Satakor.
Holly, watch him. Wait, please. Old gentleman, my friend, him very sick. No can walk. You get out. Out. Let him ride. Oh, Holly, I'm trying to tell him that Leo can't walk any further.
You old idiot. Can't you see for yourself he's hurt?
Banaki. Rimoli too. Naki.
Oh. Holly, he's dying.
No, Tanya. Bad concussion, I'm afraid.
Do not be afraid. He will not die.
But how can you know English?
I have a wise teacher who knows all tongues. Satokor.
But wait. Who was your teacher? What is this place? Where are we going? What's going to happen?
You will learn your fate from Hashamote. Satokor.
Tanya.
It's all right, Leo.
Haro.
I said, this is incredible. What is this place?
Country of Kor.
Call? Tanya, think of it. You're seeing something that nobody ever dreamed existed. Aren't you interested?
No.
Amagado! Amagado!
That mountain. There are stairs and a great door. What is it?
It's the palace of Hashamotep, hollowed in the heart of the mountain.
Haggard, Hashamotep. Sigana Kaikabatu.
Sini Kamsanowat.
English.
Speak in English, then, that the strangers may understand.
Returning from the journey on which you sent me, I passed the place where dwell the peoples of the caves.
I weary of those people.
There I found the strangers fighting for their lives. The cave people would have killed them.
Against my order, known these many years that any stranger must be brought to me unharmed. Have not their fathers and their fathers' fathers taught them that my word is law?
They await your judgment, O Queen.
They shall not go unpunished. What is your name, stranger?
Holly, O Queen.
Welcome, Holly, though you are not he for whom I wait.
But I don't understand.
Why should you? What do you know of immortal dreams? Immortal memories?
But who are you?
I am yesterday, and today, and tomorrow. I am sorrow, and longing, and hope unfulfilled. I am Hashamotep, she who must be obeyed. I am I.
But you speak my language. How is that?
I learned it from a countryman of yours, long ago.
What's that? You mean there's been another Englishman here in your lifetime? Who? How long ago?
See that the strangers are well treated, Malale. I will decide later what they shall do.
And the other one?
The other...
A young man wounded in the fight. I thought...
You thought... Bring him to me at once.
Pasmaju! Pakamaju!
So it's not enough that I should wait and hope unending years in vain. Don't forget my orders. Disobey my commands. Who gives you leave to think contrary to my will? Nearer. Bring him nearer. Nearer, I say! John Vincey. John Vincey. Oh, my love. My dearest love. At last. You're hurt. Lolly. Lolly, take him to my chamber.
Through the forbidden door?
Yes. And bear him gently.
Paspasu, Yanaga!
Please let me go with him. Who are you? You are his wife.
No, I'm nothing to him. But he needs someone.
He will not be alone.
No, Leo! Please let me go. Let me go with him, I tell you. Let me go! Leo!
Come on, Luke and I.
I just had to see how he is.
What gives you so much courage?
Can you help him?
He will wake from the sleep refreshed and well. There is no need to fear.
Are you sure?
Yes. Look, if you will. Then leave. How often have I watched beside him lying so? But now, this is warm flesh. He needs nothing you have to give. Go now. Go before he wakes. And forget him. He is not for you. Why do you hate me? Hate you? Why, you're nothing. Nothing. But once, long ago, a woman like you destroyed my happiness. The same thing shall not happen again.
How's Leo?
Leo?
Do you know my friend, Vincy?
Vincy? Oh, yes. Have no fear. She will heal him.
I see. Look here. You're the most important man in the country, aren't you?
I have served she continuously for more than half a century.
What? Half a century? You're joking.
You think I'm too young?
Oddly enough, I wasn't thinking about you.
What are you doing?
It's an old English custom.
What is it?
Smoking. Don't you smoke?
Smoke and fire. Do you worship the flame?
Of course, old boy. Don't you?
It will soon be time for the yearly offering in the Hall of Kings. There you may see the sacred fires rekindled, if she permits you to be present.
Do you think if I showed her this? What's the matter? What does it mean?
Are you tired of life? Then question she concerning that.
But tell me. Who is this who stands in fire?
Ask no more question, I tell you. It is she's own secret. Put it away.
Very well. I thought that you might know.
How should I know? She goes alone.
Alone? On such a long journey?
Long journey? No. There in the hall of You're cunning, Holly. I said too much already.
Well, just tell me one more thing. How long has she ruled over Call?
All her life.
But, Tanya, what's happened?
She wouldn't let me stay. She is with Leo.
You saw him?
He's still asleep. She says he'll be well when he wakes. Oh, but Holly, I'm afraid. I feel something evil about her.
She would not let you stay to speak with him?
You mean that she is planning to keep us apart? What nonsense. Leo will have something to say about that.
You think so? But you may see him. She has commanded that you both be present at the trial.
You mean the trial of the men who attacked us?
Punishment of the men who injured him. Mako.
What does it mean? She knows Leo. She says he belongs to her. She called him John Vinci. But Holly, how could she know John Vinci?
How could she? I want to believe it. Suppose it's true. Suppose it's true.
Did you dream I was watching while you slept?
I dreamed of a man dead for centuries. And you called me by his name.
Dreams are only memories. In the endless flow of time.
Who are you?
Drink. Stana. Thea. Had I known you were coming, you would have been welcomed like a king.
Friends.
Take food. Be strong again.
But Tanya, the girl who was...
She is here in my palace.
I remember vaguely. Someone brought us here. And you said...
What?
It's all foggy now. Who are you?
You do not remember.
How can I? I've never seen you before.
I was so sure when you came at last you would remember. I was so sure you could not forget. I have summoned slaves to attend. Later you will hear my judgment on those who dared attack you.
But wait, tell me, how is it you speak my language?
And still, you do not understand.
I say, Tanya, what's the meaning of this? Where'd you get that outfit?
From the old man.
Bilali?
He said I was to put it on and look as well as I could.
I wonder why he cares how you look.
Good. The young man will be pleased.
How is Leo?
That you will soon discover for yourself. Come. If he's well, we'll go back to his own country.
Oh, yes. Why, of course he will.
Then I hope he'll soon be well enough to travel.
Tanya. And Holly. Glad to see you. How are you?
It's just what I was going to ask you, but there's no need. Listen, Leo, I think I've got some big news for you.
Leo, are you sure you're all right?
How do I look? Want me to squeeze you and try my strength?
Listen to this. I pumped old Bilali about the flame and...
She summons you. Sit near the throne.
Go ahead, O king.
Ah, come on, the both of you.
You alone. You two come with me.
Huh?
All right, Leo, see you later. I've lots to tell you.
There are marvels to be seen today. A stranger shares the throne, where I may scarce approach. Come.
I've summoned you, Holly, that you may observe how justice is meted out in court. Let the prisoners stand forth.
Astorgo!
You earthborn people. You haunters of darkness. How you try my patience. Point out those who are reckless enough to lay hands upon me.
I'll point out those I'm sure of. Those two men there. And this one. This man. I believe he was the leader. That's all.
Only 4 out of all those men attacked you.
That's all I'm sure of.
They will die.
What?
They shall be put to death.
But I don't want that.
Would you spare them? Oh, yes. A Christian. I'd almost forgotten. I remember in the marketplace of Jerusalem, they spoke of a man who taught mercy and forgiveness. A man who died that others might live. As though death could beget life. Tell them to stand up, Bilali. Zafagen Zadolka Nagu. Namit. Kako.
Tanya,
There is an end of my indulgence.
come away, Tanya.
Yes, Holly, go with her. I'm the one who spoke out of turn. We don't want these fellows butchered just because we had a fight with them. Punish them if you like, but not that.
Do you think I'm cruel for the sake of cruelty?
Then why do you torture them?
How do you think I rule these people? It's not by force. It's by terror. My empire is of the imagination.
Still, I beg you stop this.
Si sabla kilso.
Caesar!
Thanks. That makes me feel a lot better. All of us. And don't hold anything against Tanya.
What is that girl to you?
Nothing. I feel responsible for her. Do you mind if I go now? I'd like to tell her everything's all right.
Go then. Yes, beloved.
The prisoners, are they to be turned back to the caves?
No. Kill them.
All?
All. Kill them. Make an end. Would I could kill my fears so easily.
She's wicked, I tell you.
You don't be too hard on her, Tanya. She's strange and wonderful. Well, after all, she didn't go through with it.
She would have killed them, except for you.
Listen, Leo. I've got it.
Got what?
We're going to find out everything we want to know. Through you. Good idea, huh?
What is there to find out? Except how to escape from this horrible place.
You should have seen Bellardi when I showed him this. Almost knocked his forehead on the floor. Frightened out of his wits. Said it was she's secret.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
All in good time. We don't know the secret yet. But I'll wager pounds to pence that you're the one person who can get it from her.
Leo, please don't go to her.
Don't you worry, Tanya. Holly, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. If she knows where the flame burns, we are going to find it.
Leo.
It's hard to be kept waiting when one has waited so long.
You must have known I'd come.
Do you think blind chance brought you here?
I came because of an old story. A woman escaped from this country and told of a strange adventure and died. She left this for her son. This woman was the wife of...
John Vincy.
John Vincy died 500 years ago. How can you know his name?
Think back, far back. Oh, my beloved. You will, you can. Another life. A far-off, forgotten place. This place. And my voice uttering words you vowed to remember through endless time. Think.
Your voice? You? Were you the same?
Always to you. Always. Offering all. Wanting all.
You mean we... I can't believe. I have no memories.
I will show you how to look across the mists of time. That one moment out of all the centuries. That one instant when I felt myself beloved.
Who was that man?
You do not know.
That can't be. I dare not believe it.
You will believe. Come. Do you wonder whose feet have worn away this rock? Once the stair was new and level. I've passed here day by day. And see, my sandals have eaten off the solid stone. Now in a moment, you will remember that other life.
I see myself.
Swept by the tides of time, back to my arms.
Centuries ago, you were someone else, as I was this man here.
No, I'm the same. My life in youth endured. All through the years I've mourned here where your body lay. But now, you are reborn. And my mourning is ended. Your coming is the sign of my forgiveness.
Forgiveness? For what?
I know why you've come to call. To seek the flame of life. Even as I came. A young girl. So many lives ago. I took the burden of immortality upon my shoulders and bore it through unbelievable years. Dark with a loneliness through which there shone a single light, fixed and unwavering. The hope of love. And so I waited. Waited for a bridegroom whose passion for life would be as fierce as my own. You came, John Vincent. And I loved you. For one moment you were mine. Then you turned from me. You had not come alone. And in my jealousy, I killed you. Again waiting, seeming longer than before. I knew you must return. Your love of life must be stronger than death. And now you're here. Nothing shall stand between us.
But I'm not John Vinci.
Oh, my love. Take away my eyes. Let darkness utterly shut me in, and still my ears would know the sound of your unforgotten voice.
If I could only remember.
If you've forgotten me, then that woman who held you in spite of me, you've forgotten her as well.
Yes, I've forgotten.
She wasn't beautiful. She had no wisdom such as mine. Yet you could never quite leave her.
I've forgotten everything but you. Everything.
No. Now as then we two are made of different clay. Until you're as I am, come no nearer. today in the Hall of Kings. The priest makes sacrifice and gratitude for my enduring youth. Then you shall come with me and share my secret.
I say, Leo, what did you find out?
I've seen John Vinci.
What?
I tell you, I saw him.
Now, be reasonable. John Vinci's been dead for 500 years.
I tell you, I saw him lying there. Holly, it was I, myself.
Now, one thing at a time. You mean a mummified body that looked like you?
No, Holly. I saw myself lying there.
Are you trying to make me believe in reincarnation? Rats. You knew before that you were the image of John Vinci. We both knew that.
She has been waiting for me to come back. She says I am John Vinci.
Leo, don't listen to her. Let's get away while there's time.
Holly, she is going to show me the flame.
What? Do you hear that, Tanya? But why didn't you say so in the first place? When? When do we go?
You are not to see it.
But you said...
I said she promised me the secret.
Well, then, I see. Only you?
Yes.
Oh.
You can't stay here. You'll go back the way we came, you and Tanya, as soon as the temple ceremony is over. You'll be protected. Then I go to the flame.
Leo, don't lose your head. Use it.
I haven't lost my head. I've found memories you can't even imagine. I've seen strangeness, beauty, power, yes, immortality. And I can share it, but only I. Those are her terms. What man would say no? Be fair.
Very well. I'll take Tanya back with me. But let me tell you one thing, Leo. You're a fool, and you'll die for your folly, like your ancestor, John Vinci.
Leo,
I'm sorry, Tanya.
don't think of me. Think of yourself.
I am thinking of myself. To live forever, it's what all men have dreamed of.
What's the use of living 1,000 years if you're going on being cruel and selfish? Is 1,000 years of that any better than 70?
But people would change, grow good.
Has she grown good?
Yes.
Did she let John Vinci escape? Would she let you escape if you love me?
Tanya, you're not tempted as I am. Think of it. Never to grow old, never to feel age. I can't give it up.
You will live here in this tomb, always young, with her. You will never know her age, nor grief. That isn't the kind of love I want.
What is it you want?
Why, just two people to live together and love each other. To laugh at little things and sometimes cry over big ones. To share whatever comes along and to grow old together. And someday, when one is gone, to hope to be together again, somewhere. That isn't much to offer, is it? Compared to kingdoms and power and glory that will never change.
Hail, Vinci! Ashamotep sends me to tell you that the festival of the sacred well will begin at the setting of the sun. You and Holly will be guided to the Hall of Kings.
And Tanya?
The lady may not come. No woman may view the ceremony at the well but the maidens of the temple.
I don't want to see any more ceremonies.
I'm going to talk to Holly again. Tanya.
I've got to talk to her. Caputo, my dear.
But the Vico.
Oh, why can't I make you understand?
Dereki.
I'm sorry. They wouldn't let me pass, and I had to see you.
Well,
You are sending us away.
you will return to your own country.
Yes, I know. Leo told us. But, please.
What is it you want?
Let Leo come with us. Send him away, too.
Send him away. Are you mad?
Please.
He came here following a dream. A dream men have followed since the first son saw his father die. He alone of all men has realized that dream. And you ask me to send him away. To send him back to you and your little mortal love.
No, even if he never loves me, I have to make you understand. It's not for myself. I'm pleading for him.
You're pleading for him. What can you or the world you live in offer him that will last longer than a miserable human life? After the festival in the Hall of Kings, there will be slaves waiting at the outer wall to guide you in safety to your little world. Go now. Go if you fear my anger.
Then if you won't send him back, well, will you let me stay here? Where I can see him sometimes? What harm can that do? What can it take away from you? You will have everything. You will have him. I shall have nothing if you take away being near him.
I'm taking nothing away from you that was ever yours. He has been mine since... Why do I stand here talking with you? Go now!
Why are you afraid of me?
Afraid?
You are afraid. And now I see why. Because I'm human, and you are not. Because I'm young, and you know love belongs to the young. Your magic makes you seem young, but in your heart you're old. You were young once like me, but now you're old and it's too late for love forever. He will never love you. I know that now. Keep him here. Make him king over your slaves and savages. But he will never love you. Never, never, never! Go!
She came here from his arms. The sacrifice within the hour in the Hall of Kings. You shall sit beside you on the throne and watch her die and not know. Who can be blamed if she wanders away and none can find her? Send men to search, show concern for his sorrow, all the while knowing that he watched her die and she through her veil saw him watching.
What is it? Where are you taking me?
Sini iksta kodana.
Oni!
Kami mako horo?
Moja, Dragona sana. Haro, haro.
What is it? What are they doing?
It is she's command. She sends us an offering to the flames.
No. Leo! Leo!
Foolish one. Would you destroy him too? If he could hear you, if he knew your fate, what could he do? Let him try to save you, and he would be set upon by soldiers and priests. He would die with you. But he shall not know.
happy festival for Cor. Happiest of all for me.
That girl they're bringing in, what does she do?
She carries to the gods my gratitude for the gift of enduring life.
Carries to the... How?
You shall see.
Too?
No. She will not dance.
Is this a human sacrifice?
It is the immemorial custom of the people of Kor.
Is that... It can't be. Who is that girl? Who is it? Is it Tanya? It's Tanya! Beatrice's hand!
my temple, but you came the dangerous way. Here is what you sought. So the flame of life has leapt from the earth since time began.
What does the flame or anything else matter now? I want no power you have to give. I want nothing you have to give.
He thinks he loves you now. I can wait.
Wait? For what?
For you to grow old. Until then, you will be cared for as my dearest possession. And he will bathe in the flame and be as I am. You will grow old, withered, ugly. And when at last repelled he turns from you, I shall be standing by his side unchanged.
And if I won't go in the flame?
You have no choice. If you refuse, the girl shall die.
Kill me then.
You mean if I refuse to go in the flame, you'll have her killed?
Oh, Leo, I'd rather die now.
I'll always love you, Tanya.
No, no.
Trust me. Believe in my love. I'm ready.
No, Leo, it's a trick. How do you know you won't be burned alive?
If I stand in the flame and come forth unharmed, then will you follow?
I will.
Don't think you can go unpunished forever. Somewhere there's a power that won't let such wickedness and cruelty go on.
Your hair will whiten. Your eyes will lose their brightness. Your cheeks will wrinkle. Your limbs will wither. While I defy the years and laugh at time. I call upon the flame most powerful, most swift, preserver of life and youth and beauty. Your eyes will lose their brightness. Your cheeks will wrinkle. Your limbs will wither. While I defy the years and laugh at time.
Now do you believe I spoke the truth? I love.
I can see you clearly. Eyes. The flame. I always sound strange to my ears. What is it? What is it?
pity on my shame. I remember long ago the garden in the sun.
Dead. She cannot die.
Party of slaves that were to guide you. The gold symbol. We'll be safe. She told me.
The greatest secret in the world. And we're turning our backs on it. She's staggered to the ground, a withered creature, incredibly old. And so she died terribly and pitifully, even as her lips spoke of eternal life. But though she was dead, the power of her golden symbol reached out and held us safe. And so, after incredible adventures, we escaped to the outer world. And thus we lived to record the story in this manuscript.
It seems as though it couldn't have happened. Why, no one could believe it unless they'd been there with us.
Now that we're safe in this friendly world, do you know, I feel sorry for her.
We never shall know what really did happen. I sometimes think that her bathing in the flame a second time was an overexposure to that terrifically powerful unknown element. And sometimes I think that such inhuman immortality was never meant to be. And some greater power than she reached out and destroyed her.
After all, Holly, perhaps there is no real flame of life.
I think there is.
What?
Yes, right here.
Here?
In this fireplace. The flame in any fireplace, in any home where two people live and love each other. And in their hearts.